Daily Broadside, day 562. There comes a time when we heed a sudden call. That's right, we're going to be talking about We Are the World today. This might be a two-parter. I don't really know. I had to make some notes for this because there's a lot of stuff I couldn't remember in order. So I'll be referring to some notage today for We Are. Nosotros estamos en el mundo, or something like that, right? So here's the deal, right? Popped into my head the other day, so I typed into the YouTubers, We Are the World, and watched the video, and I'm studying it closely and looking at all the people that are dead and all the people that have gone before and everything. And I got some real issues with some of the choices that, you know, the four people that made this. Quincy Jones, Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson, and Lionel Richie. I think it was really Lionel Richie's baby, and then he brought those people in, and they kind of went off the, whatever it was, the Band-Aid or Live Band-Aid, whatever it was, and they decided to make a, you know, help for Africa not having food, and then some stuff at home not having food and whatnot. But anyway, so I'm going to take you through like the range of people that they picked and tell you some of the people that they shouldn't have picked, and here's why. Okay, so it starts off with Lionel Richie. Lionel Richie, first of all, it's difficult to see Lionel Richie. He's just got such a massive head, and it didn't help any that blind girl made his head out of clay so damn big. I mean, compared to him, it was even bigger. So it makes his head look even bigger. So every time I see Lionel Richie, all I think is this enormous head. I mean, talking like you know, like a mascot in MLB or something, that kind of size head. And so all I see is a clay huge head, but he does have a phenomenal voice. He's, you know, dances on the ceiling right up through off the bat. You know, there comes a time when we heed a certain call. And everybody's reading music. Everybody's got like a sheet of music. You know, they got their headphones on and all this. And they've got like one, like Paul Simon says like one line, right? I don't remember what it is, but, you know, when we heed a certain call. And that's all he says, right? Something like that. So he comes in and Stevie Wonder comes in, right? Stevie Wonder. The reason Stevie Wonder is blind is because God had to give him something that was wrong with him, because the dude can do nothing wrong otherwise. Although don't look at pictures of him with his glasses off. His eyes are jacked up, as they should be. I mean, he's blind, but still, he doesn't have like that cataract thing. Like there's some weird crap going on. Like anyway, so those two come in, then Paul Simon comes in, and then Kenny Rogers comes in. Kenny Rogers, you know, Lucille, Coward of the County, or whatever that song's called, The Gambler. I mean, great voice, right? I mean, did some good stuff in the late 70s, had some big hits and all, but he does have a great voice, right? And it jibes well. Those four, totally cool with. I mean, how can you argue with those four? Although, I think Paul Simon's kind of a douche. But anyway, then comes James Ingram. Now, a little bit about me. I love, like, the 70s, 80s. Like, I'm a sucker for all that R&B, you know, Peabo Bryson, you know, all that crap, Luther Vandross. I love those songs, right? You know, James Ingram. It's just once, can we find a way to finally make it? I'm probably getting the lyrics wrong, you know. It's all, I don't have the heart to hurt you. It's the last thing I want to do. James Ingram, I'm not. But I love those cheesy songs, those weird little keyboards and intro and all that stuff. So he comes in, does a great job. Tina Turner, no problem, comes right in. Billy Joel, I like Billy Joel, although I think Billy Joel is a Paul Simon douche in real life, you know. I don't trust these short people, right? But his music is good for the most part, you know. I can't get into like We Didn't Start the Fire and all that kind of crap. But like The Stranger, you know, Glass Houses, all that crap, great albums, right? But I would have taken him out. He didn't really do that great. You know how to replace him with? Bob Damn Seger, right? Detroit's Bob Seger come in and got that gravelly voice, and it would have gone great with Tina, because Tina's got, I think she would have paired well. This is like mating wine with food. And I know nothing about wine and food, because I don't drink wine. But if I were to pair those, I understand the concept. And that's what I think Tina Turner and Bob Seger would have been, just tits, right? I mean, We Are the World. That's right. We Are the World. We're bringing Tina Turner from wherever Mad Max, where she lives in Thunderdome, Arkansas. I don't know where she lives, but then, you know, Billy Joel lives, or Bob Seger lives up in Detroit. Actually, Tina Turner, I spoke about this months ago. She moved and was a citizen of like Finland or some crap when she died last year or whatever. So they got all that crap. Everything's going on. Then Michael Jackson comes in. Michael Jackson, crazy personal life, but just a phenomenal, a lark of a singer, right? Comes in. He laid down his stuff. And the rumor was Prince was supposed to be in this, right? Imagine if, and Prince and Michael Jackson didn't really get along. I think Prince was a little intimidated by Michael Jackson's fame and all that stuff. And, you know, you can make an argument for who's more talented and all that. Obviously, Prince is more prolific, I think, even as much as Michael did. And Michael was always in the studio. Prince lived in the studio. But anyway, imagine Prince and Michael had they gotten together, because they were supposed to, I believe, do the chorus, And so Michael does that. He came in, like, they filmed this at like 8 at night till like 8 in the morning or something. So everybody shows up, right? Like, check your ego at the door. We're here to make stuff for Africa. We're not here for your, exploitation of your career and all this. Michael comes in early, lays down everything. And Michael kind of wrote the song pretty much. He basically took it from Lionel and said, give me that. And then he just tweaked it and made it what it is. So he's got most of the writing credits, although it was a collaboratory effort. So we get through that, right? And then what's her name? Dionne Warwick comes in. Now, I don't like Dionne Warwick. I don't like her at all. All right. Her aunt, her nephew, whatever the hell Whitney Houston was to her, this was like January of 85, and Whitney's first album came out the next month in February of 85. But guess what Dionne knew, okay? And not because she's psychic, but because she knew she had a relative who could sing her balls off, right? Because out-sing Dionne any day, right? And again, I don't like Whitney Houston's personal life. She's an idiot, but singing-wise, girl could sing, right? They knew she was out. Kick Dionne out to get Whitney in. How did Quincy Jones not know about Whitney Houston? You know what I'm saying? But I don't like the Psychic Friends Network. I think psychics are a complete scam. It's a complete ruse. It's a con. All you people giving them people the money, y'all are dumb. But so I don't trust Dionne Warwick. So I'm kicking her out. I'm bringing Whitney in. And they're like, who's this young girl? Who's this whippersnapper here? She's come singing Breaking Glass in here, sounding like, Adele, like a black 80s Adele, like way before her time, right? Because that's kind of what Adele, I'm sure, she listened to Whitney. Sure, who wouldn't? Singing in Mariah Carey notes, right? So she comes in. But who do they pair Dionne with? Willie damn Nelson. Willie Nelson has such a horrible voice. It's just not a good voice. And he doesn't even come in at the right time. It's like, how many takes did y'all do? Because he just, and he comes in with Dionne, and it's really weak. And I would have cut Willie right the hell out. But then they save the day because they come in with Al Jarreau, right? After all. I don't remember the rest of the song, but he sings that, he's got all that stuff going on. He also did the Moonlight soundtrack, the theme song, I guess you could say. We're in this love together. Right? I mean, what are we doing? You got all these people at your disposal, and you bring in Dionne Warwick and Willie Nelson. Like, what the hell is that? Okay? And then the last person that comes in on that verse is Bruce Springsteen. Now, I know Bruce, he had a great career going at that point. He's probably 5-6 albums in, right? Darkness on the Edge of Town, Greetings from Asbury Park, Born in the USA, Born to Run, Nebraska, I think that was already out. Anyway, his best album hadn't even come out till the next year, Tunnel of Love. That's his best damn album. That hadn't even come out. But man, I don't trust anybody's got an underbite. I don't like that, man. Like, suck your teeth in. Like, you got all that money, get your jaw broken and move that crap back a couple inches because you look ridiculous. But his singing sounds horrible. It's just not good. He's not a great singer. He's a great songwriter. He's a great storyteller, whatever. His singing is not his real strength, right? I mean, he can write a melody and all, but he probably should have gotten somebody else to sing some of those songs. Some of them work, some of them don't. I'll be back. Un momento. Para estamos en el mundo, whatever.